Ever wondered if your grandparents' habits could be your secret weapon to saving money today? We live in a world of instant gratification, where convenience often trumps cost efficiency. But what if I told you that the key to financial stability might be found not in the latest fintech app, but in the wisdom of generations past? That's right, folks. By revisiting some old-fashioned habits, we might uncover a treasure chest of savings opportunities that are often overlooked in our modern, fast-paced lives. These are the habits of our grandparents and great-grandparents, who lived in times when resources were scarce and the art of saving was a necessity rather than a choice. Now you might be thinking, but those were different times. We live in a different world now. And to an extent, you're right. But while the world has indeed changed, the principles of saving and financial management have not. Consider this: our ancestors had a knack for making things last, for reusing and repurposing, for living within their means. They did not have the luxury of ordering food with a tap on their smartphones or buying new clothes every season. Instead, they cooked their meals, sewed their clothes, and repaired their belongings. These habits, though seemingly outdated in today's world, can actually lead to significant savings. Moreover, these habits are not just about saving money. They're about developing a sense of self-reliance, of taking control of your finances, of understanding the value of hard-earned money. They're about appreciating what we have and making the most of it. So, the next time you're tempted to take the easy way out, remember your grandparents. Remember their habits. Remember the wisdom they've passed down through generations. You never know. It could be your secret weapon to saving thousands. So buckle up as we take a trip down memory lane and rediscover the wisdom of our ancestors. Who's ready to learn how to save like it's 1950 again? Remember how your grandmother used to cook all meals at home with so much love and dedication? Let's take a moment to reminisce about the tantalizing aroma of home-cooked meals that used to waft from the kitchen. The magic of home cooking is not just about the end result, but the whole process. From choosing the freshest ingredients at the local market to meticulously preparing and cooking each dish, every step is a labor of love. And this love, my friends, can save you a pretty penny. Today, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of convenience. With numerous food delivery apps at our fingertips, a meal is just a click away. But have you ever stopped to consider the cost of this convenience? Ordering out for just one meal could cost you the same amount as the ingredients for several home-cooked meals. Over time, this adds up to a significant amount. Now, let's take a step back and focus on the health aspect. When you cook at home, you have control over what goes into your food. You can choose high-quality, nutritious ingredients and avoid the excessive fats, sugars, and salts often found in fast food. This way, you're not just saving money, but also investing in your health. The art of home cooking, however, is about more than just financial savings and health benefits. It's about building connections and creating memories. It's about the satisfaction of creating something from scratch and the joy of sharing it with others. It's an old-fashioned habit that's worth preserving. So, next time you're tempted to order that pizza or Chinese takeout, why not try cooking at home instead? Pick up a cookbook, watch a cooking show, or call your grandma for her secret recipe. Challenge yourself to recreate your favorite restaurant dish at home. You might be surprised at how much you enjoy it. Not only do you save money, but you also nurture your body with healthy and wholesome meals. Recall your grandfather's insistence on saving every penny and avoiding unnecessary expenses? He had a point. Let's delve into the age-old habit of saving, not spending. In the era of our grandparents, every penny was valued. Money was hard-earned, and therefore, carefully spent. They lived by the principle of saving first, spending later. This habit allowed them to build a financial safety net, ensuring they were prepared for unforeseen circumstances or emergencies. Fast forward to today, and we see a stark contrast. We're living in a culture of instant gratification, marked by impulse buying and living beyond our means. We're tempted by online sales, 2-for-1 deals, and shiny new gadgets that promise to make our lives easier. But do they really? Or are they just draining our wallets? The power of saving is often underestimated. We overlook that a small sum set aside regularly can accumulate into a substantial amount over time. Think about it. If you saved just $5 a day, that's over $1,800 in a year. Now multiply that by 5 years. That's almost $10,000. Imagine what you could do with that. Now, this doesn't mean you have to live like a hermit and give up every luxury. It's about making thoughtful decisions about where your money goes. Do you really need that expensive cup of coffee every day? Or could you make it at home for a fraction of the price? Could you walk or cycle short distances instead of taking an Uber? These small changes can make a big difference to your bank balance. The habit of saving is a valuable lesson we can learn from our grandparents. It's a proven strategy that leads to financial stability and independence. It's time we break free from the chains of consumerism and start valuing our hard-earned money. Remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. Ever thought of reviving the old habit of doing things yourself instead of hiring someone? Now, don't get me wrong, professionals are fantastic at what they do, and they certainly have their place. But there's a forgotten skill that our grandparents used to swear by, and it's called do it yourself, or simply DIY. DIY projects span a vast range, from home repairs and gardening to crafting. The beauty of embracing DIY is that it's not just about saving money, although that's certainly a huge perk. It's also about acquiring new skills, fostering creativity, and getting a sense of accomplishment that you just can't buy. Let's take a closer look at home repairs. Hiring a professional for a simple task like fixing a leaky tap or painting a room could easily cost a few $100s. But with a little bit of time, patience, and a YouTube tutorial or two, these are tasks that most of us could handle on our own. And just think about the money you could save. Gardening is another area where DIY can yield significant savings. Instead of hiring a gardener to plant your flowers and maintain your lawn, why not get your hands dirty? You'll not only save on the cost of a gardener, but you'll also potentially save on groceries if you decide to plant a few vegetables or herbs. And then there's crafting. In a world where we're so used to buying everything ready-made, creating something from scratch can be incredibly satisfying. Whether it's making your own candles, knitting a scarf, or building a piece of furniture, crafting can be a fun and frugal hobby. Plus, handcrafted items also make thoughtful, personalized gifts that can save you money during the holiday season. So, why not give DIY a try? You might be surprised at the skills you'll learn and the money you'll save. Not to mention, there's nothing like the sense of pride that comes from completing a project with your own two hands. Not only will you save money, but you'll also gain valuable skills and a sense of accomplishment. As we come to the end of our journey, it's clear that old habits can indeed lead to new savings. Let's take a minute to look back at the wisdom we've uncovered today. We started by unveiling the hidden value in old habits, where we saw that some age-old practices, often dismissed as outdated, can actually be a goldmine for savings. Not only do these habits save us money, but they also foster a sense of discipline, simplicity, and mindfulness that is often missing in our fast-paced world. Next, we moved on to the art of home cooking, a practice that has taken a backseat in many households. We learned that cooking at home isn't just a money saver. It's an opportunity to control what goes into our bodies, a chance to bond with loved ones over a shared meal, and a creative outlet that can be as satisfying as it is delicious. Then we explored the concept of saving, not spending. This notion, so integral to generations past, is more relevant than ever in our current economic climate. By prioritizing saving over spending, we can build a financial safety net that can weather any storm. Our journey then took us to a forgotten skill, the art of repair. In a world that encourages us to buy new at the slightest sign of wear and tear, learning to repair our belongings can lead to significant savings. Plus, it's a great way to reduce waste and be kinder to our planet. So, as we wrap up, it's evident that these old-fashioned habits are not just a gateway to financial savings, but also a path towards a more mindful, fulfilling lifestyle. What old-fashioned habits do you think could save you money? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more money-saving tips and tricks. Check out my next video that YouTube suggests, and I'll see you on the other side.